All right, here we go. Some more rocks to identify. This is going to be a sandstone rich episode. So we'll start off with this. So you can see this is definitely a quartz arenite. Whatever was keeping this together is weathered away quite considerably. So this will blend up really nice, break down in a mortar and pestle, really nice to get those grains back and put them to use for a soil amendment. Here's the other half. So cool. These never cease to amaze me. I just think this is such a fascinating stone. And in the cliffs around here, you never come across, or at least I don't just see this very often. Do some closer looking once the weather is even more nice. Do some of the cliffs around here. See what I can identify with the help of a pamphlet from 1925 about the geology of this area. Next up, got ourselves, a Arkose sandstone, probably potassium feldspars. These break down, but the grains are very fine in these. I don't get the size I like very often once this gets sifted. I'm going to try again to germinate a cannabis seed in a 1-to-1 ratio of peat and sand of a particular particle size. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to have to fertigate it initially, so we'll see how that works out. This is a finer grained, more consolidated quartz. Let's see if I can find there we go. Sandstone. Looks like it's got some weathering on the outside there. We'll see how easy this one is to break down. Grab the other half. Yeah, nothing really too special about these. Probably be a quicker video just because we've seen a lot of these sandstones. This one was also very dense and quite, there's a lot of clear grains going on in this one. Trying to keep my fingernails out of the this as much. But this one's definitely more, like I said, densely packed. The grains of the quartz in this are much glassier. There wasn't another half to this. I'm not sure at the top portion there if that's a different mineral or not, or a smokier version of the quartz. Not quite sure. This is another quartz, what I assume is quartz arenite, but this one is very weathered. This will break down very easily. You can see the grains and just some of the wind push the grains around on this. The other half. So this will be fun to break down. Pretty spherical. Once again, with these types of sandstones, you can, I can't guesstimate the age. These types of quartz arenites can be from 400 plus million years ago. and sooner. So I'm not sure. The sedimentary cliffs and stuff from this area are 400 plus million years. A lot of the rock laid down here is from the Ordovician. I will do some fossil hunting videos. Got found some really neat resources this year about that subject. Now, not a sandstone. Definitely going to need help with identifying what this is. Now, it's composed of darker minerals. It's very shiny. There's a lot of reflection on this. Now, there was one part that had kind of a feldspar. Yeah, let's see if I can get that to, I think that's a feldspar crystal. If I could get that in the right amount of light. But having kind of a tough time with that. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm not sure about this. I think I see layering. You know, to me, this is giving me a little bit of metamorphic. Oh, there might be a good cleavage plane up there. Yeah, right there. So this is giving me... It's crumbly. I almost feel it's like a schist of some sort. You know, do gabbros... Now, I think if gabbros metamorphose, they're amphibolites, maybe? So I am not sure. This has been a stumper for me. So any idea would be really appreciated. We're going to try to break it open, break it apart. Sorry, I try to keep the shadows out of these as much as possible. Not the easiest when you're just using the sun. I see kind of a yellow mineral in there. I wonder if that's... I don't recall seeing that when I was looking at it under different magnification. But definitely got some glistening in here that I think would be more feldspar with how dark all this mineral is. I'm not sure. Quartz, I mean, unless this is like the mineral's hornblende and then quartz. But just a total guess. All right, thanks for watching. That's it for this one. If you like, subscribe. If you subscribe, leave a comment. Try to get back to you. I've got plenty of materials to keep doing these. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.